It's been a day. It has been a day. Hey, welcome back. Didn't do any filming all day because moth. It's been a busy day of checking off the list of stuff required before we try and find out if this old 327 will fire up. As you can see, I've got a list and it's full of check marks. So I have yet to connect the power, so I don't know what's going to happen with the wiring, but I figured you might as well film it. I mean, if it goes berserk right off the bat, that'll be disappointing, but we're there. Cooling system is just full of water, and it's got oil in it. It's primed. It's got plug wires. It's got a temporary fuel system. ATF is in the transmission. Drive shaft's back in it. We have belts. I think we have everything needed checked off to be able to try and fire this up now.
To fire it up?
I think we're there. So, first thing I need to do is connect the battery cables, which has me a little nervous because I still haven't put power to this harness since installing it.
You got
so
this.
Hopefully there's no issues there.
No sparks?
Yeah, we don't want to see any sparks. So we'll do the ground first because I'm a weirdo and I prefer to do the ground first. I did a lot of double checking on a lot of stuff today, just because I wanted to be sure I checked everything that could go wrong off the list. The only thing, like I said, this will be the first time it's had power, but I did do continuity test and try and make sure that there was no shorts prior to connecting power.
And this hasn't had power in how many months?
That doesn't matter. It's been a long time, right? This project, it spiraled a little bit. It wasn't ever intended to take this long to put this car back on the road.
Spiral.
Well, the plan was never to do a front end swap on this car, but then we came across a good deal on a front end, so we got a front end swap. But we're there. I think we're ready. As long as no smoke comes out, no smoke and no sparks. That is a very good thing. That means there's nothing pulling power with the key in the off position. That is very good. So, all right. That's connected. Let's turn the key on and see what happens.
Here we go.
A little nervous.
Don't be nervous, you got this.
And I don't see any smoke. No smoke, no sparks. Check it out. Come.
He's so happy.
I am. That's a relief. See, my gauge is right here even lit up. I still haven't done the dash cluster, but my gauge is right here lit up, which tells me I'm at, because I do have the battery charger on it right now because this battery was probably pretty low. It's been sitting for a long time. With the battery charger on there, we're sitting just shy of 14 volts, but we're on the right track. So if we bump the key, the starter should do a thing. Oh. Okay. I don't see why this shouldn't fire up. Now, it might take a few cranks. The fuel filter is dry. And I kind of just wung the timing into it. Kind of guessed at where it needed to be. I think it's probably somewhere around 10 degrees.
Do you want me to crank the key while you...
Nah.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I want to try and start.
Okay.
So we're gonna sauce it up with a little bit of barbecue sauce in there.
Oh my
Literally,
God.
barbecue sauce. We sauced it up with a little barbecue sauce.
It's like a kid in a candy
I am.
store.
Here we go. Here we go. Is we ready? 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 It lives! Holy crap!
It lives!
Holy crap! That was a victory right there. It fired off quick too. Yes! Now we just got to get fuel into the fuel filter. Once it picks up fuel, this thing's just going to run. Oh, baby. Oh, it has been a long time coming. Oh, oh, it sounds good. I love this motor. I really do love this motor. I guess I got to sauce it again.
It got fuel to the...
No, still no
not
fuel
yet.
in the filter.
I heard it in the hose.
Getting there.
It's trying to pick it up.
Oof. Come on, baby. We're looking for an idle. I don't even know how to fill the float bowl on this carburetor. Wonder, is there a way to fill the float bowl? If you know Edelbrock carburetors, particularly the AVS2, and if there's a way to fill the float bowl, I would love to know that, because I'm not familiar with these. I wonder if it's that little port right there. We can get a little bit of fuel in the float bowl, then it should be enough to run until the pump picks up.
Not fast enough.
Nope. The filter's still dry. I wonder if we're having a problem picking up because it's having to pull it up. These pumps don't like to pull. Should have set up a bump button.
Well, if you
So
would have let me help you.
Well, I mean, we might get to that point. The headers are smoking off a little bit, but
Well, they're new.
yeah, they're brand new. We're still dry on the fuel filter though, so we're not picking up fuel. Hopefully that doesn't mean that this pump took a crap. We'll see if we can ease that a little bit. Let's get a little.
Oh, this is smart.
Hey, don't judge.
Oh my God.
It's perfectly safe. It's stable. Okay, maybe that'll work a little better. Don't, just ignore that. Just ignore that. Still not picking up any fuel. Wonder why we're not picking up any fuel. None at all. Let's try priming the fuel line a little bit. See if we get a little bit of fuel back the other way. If that'll get it going. But, see how good it sounds? It is open headers, so I mean, a lot of small lucks sound good at open headers.
Do I have open headers?
No.
Why?
Because you have mufflers, you have an exhaust system. This has no exhaust system on it yet.
But I want open headers.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I spilled more than I got into the filter, but hopefully that's enough to do something.
You're gonna smell pretty.
It smell like good old gasoline. My favorite cologne. Other than the gas I just dumped on the ground, doesn't look like we're leaking any fluids, so that's a plus.
That's good.
Man, it starts up good.
This has
Granted,
been a
this motor-
long time wait.
This motor has always started good. See what that does. Yeah.
I mean, you can hear it go back into the gas can when you stop it. You can hear the fluid.
Come on, pick up gas. It has been a long few weeks to get here. I just want you to idle so I can rev it. It really doesn't want to pick up. Well, I don't know how to get it to pick up fuel. Not sure. All right, let me screw around with it a little bit, see if I can figure out a way to get it to pick up fuel, and then we'll see if we can make this old girl idle. Yeah. Well, I could not screw around a little bit more with having the mechanical fuel pump try and pick up from the fuel jug, and it just wasn't having it. Mechanical fuel pumps, they don't they don't have any lift suction. And I didn't have any way to get around that. So instead I found a,
Did you MacGyver something?
well, it's not exactly MacGyver, well, it's definitely MacGyver. I've got a clickety-clackety fuel pump. It's a carburetor, 4 carburetors. So it's a low pressure electric fuel pump. And I just kind of jumpered this in line and just bypassed the mechanical fuel pump for now. And we're gonna find out if this will work and if we can get this thing to idle now. So, pump is running, and there's already fuel in the fuel filter. So by all means, let's see, does the squirter squirt? Squirter squirts. This should just light up. Well, I was trying to put the radiator cap on, but it wasn't cooperating. And, well, the good news is the headers are smoked in.
Yeah.
I'm glad there was just water in there. It was a little warm, but not burning hot
And
warm.
this came flying off of something.
That's like a knockout from like an electrical box. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Oh my
well,
God. You're happy.
I am very happy with it. It starts up good. It sounds good. Because what time is it? It's getting late too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. It's Oh, it's only a little after 9 on a Saturday night. Yeah, we'll probably call it for tonight.
Well, we've been up since 4 because of the storm.
Well, there's that too. But we'll call it for tonight so we don't piss off the neighbors too bad. And
you got liquid and electrical over there happening. That is not good.
Don't worry about it.
My gosh.
Don't worry about it. The good part is it sounds good.
You're so happy.
Yeah, I am happy. I didn't look. What did it have for oil pressure? I don't know, and I don't know why the radiator cap wasn't on. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and fire it up.
You sure?
Yeah. Radiator cap's on now. Charging, got 30 pounds of oil pressure, water temperature is 180. Man, should kick on. Morning, that's good. Go ahead and go ahead and restart it.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Drop it back down to 180.
Perfect. That means the fans are doing exactly what they should be doing. They came on between like 190, 195 range. I don't exactly know that thermostat's as accurate as it could be because it's a pretty cheapo thermostat. But overall, I think we're in pretty good shape. There's a few more things to look at. It's not coming back down to idle as nice as I'd like it to. I think it's an issue with the throttle linkage, or maybe it's an issue with this carburetor. This is the same carburetor we had problems with on the other motor, with it getting stuck open. So maybe that carburetor's junk. But this sounds good. Sounds real good. So on that note, oh, and it was charging. The battery charger has been off, so we were charging. I did get the radiator cap on. What's our? I'll have to look at the video and see. Fans are on like they should be for the temperature of that. Everything is working, and it made a whole bunch of noise, which means now we got to start working on buttoning things up so it can actually move. It still needs brakes. That's a big issue. Right now the brake system is not plumbed at all. Well, no, I take that back. There's some brake lines in there, but they're probably all trash and have to be ripped out and redone. But that's besides the point. I think we hit the big thing I wanted to hit this go around, which was to get this motor running, and we made it run today. So I'm quite happy with that. Made another wonderful mess in the shop, which I'm really good at. And yeah, so hey, if you really want to see it, you got to come around this way. I mean, it's freaking, oh my God, it's all the way over there too.
That's why I went back there.
I mean,
I saw it behind you. Yep, Paul likes to make messes.
All over my wire. At least this is just water though. This isn't coolant. I did just fill it with water for this go around, just in case there was any issues that required draining. We had good oil pressure, and other than the water we got everywhere, there's no oil or ATF anywhere. Yeah. So today's a victory. Some of the parts I put on here, for anyone who might still be watching and is curious, some of the things I did do off camera was, obviously I put an intake on it. I went with a RPM air gap intake by Edelbrock. Probably the best intake you can run. The carburetor is the one we're running prior to the teardown on this car that did give us issues, and if it continues to be a little bit problematic about getting it to idle, actually come down to idle properly, it'll get yanked for a different carburetor. The distributor is just an old HEI style with an Excel supercoil on it, and clearly it works. We were definitely hitting on all 8. It probably blew out it'll probably sound absolutely horrendous on camera. I don't know that the GoPro's microphone's actually going to do so hot with that. The plug wires are a brand new set of Taylor plug wires, but they were pre-assembled wires, which does speed things up. That said, the wire lengths are atrocious, so I do plan on getting a build your own set so I can get good clean wire lengths. The headers and the spark plugs are an issue. There's barely enough room on the number 7 cylinder to even get a boot in on the plug with a AC Delco standard R45S plug. So I might look at getting stubby plugs for this to have a little bit more room. And I also found that when I was doing the spark plugs, the only way I could put almost all of them in was to use a box wrench. I could not get a spark plug socket onto any of them with these headers. It was doable with the box wrench, just kind of annoying that the way the headers are. With angle plug heads, it would probably work a hell of a lot better. But anyway, that's what we've got. Everything's working. We're close to being able to make it a driver. So we should be moving into working on the brakes here sometime soon. And buttoning up this other little stuff. And of course, now that it runs, we're going to hear it run all the time just because it makes me feel good. Oh, and I got to do something about the exhaust too. The open headers, as cool as open headers are, I don't think they're great for a regular driver. So anyway, that's where we're at with the wagon. We have heard it run. It lives. It makes a bunch of noise. So yeah, we're closer to being able to get out and enjoy this car, be able to drive it, do some burnouts with it, because I promise you this motor will do some gnarly burnouts. We'll see you on the next one.